Have you ever felt confused or hurt in a relationship without understanding why? You wonder, questioning if you're being too sensitive or if there's truly something wrong with the other person. It's possible that you're entangled in a relationship with a covert narcissist, those masters of disguise who can seamlessly blend into our lives while silently causing emotional harm. They are so subtle and cunning that their manipulation tactics are nearly impossible to detect until it's too late. But don't worry, in this video we're going to expose covert narcissists by uncovering 7 red flag signs hidden in everyday conversations. These signs are easy to miss if you don't know what to look for. Follow along and arm yourself with the knowledge you need to protect yourself from toxic relationships. Sign 1. Beware of love-bombing tactics. In the early stages of a relationship, one key sign that can help you recognize a covert narcissist is the tactic of love bombing. Unfortunately, their true intention is not love, but control and manipulation. They lack the ability to truly love because love requires caring for another person's needs, something a narcissist is incapable of doing. However, they excel at pretending to love by overwhelming you with attention, affection, and gifts. For example, they might bombard you with texts, calls, gifts, sweet words, and be by your side at all times, making you feel like a princess in a fairy tale. But be careful, this might just be a sweet trap. Narcissists want you to fall for them as quickly as possible because they can't maintain their perfect mask forever. They know that once you're emotionally attached, it will be easier to control and manipulate you. However, the truth will soon be revealed. After a brief period, they will start showing their true colors with subtle manipulations and abusive behaviors like unwarranted jealousy, accusing you of cheating or sudden mood swings. They may also use gaslighting tactics, a form of psychological manipulation that makes you question yourself, your perception, and your memory. The goal is to erode your confidence, making you more dependent and easier to control. People who tend to self-doubt or lack firm boundaries in relationships are often the prime targets of such individuals. Stoicism teaches us to move slowly but steadily in the early stages of a relationship. Don't rush to give your heart to anyone, no matter how wonderful they seem. Observe their behavior over time to evaluate whether they truly respect, love, and treat you well. Setting clear boundaries from the start is crucial. Don't hesitate to discuss non-negotiables, and always listen to your inner voice. Psychologists agree that recognizing the signs of love bombing and psychological manipulation is critical. It helps us protect ourselves from toxic relationships and fosters the creation of healthy, meaningful connections. Stay alert and avoid falling into a limerent state, a state of intense, blind infatuation where you overlook the red flags just because you want to believe in an unrealistic fairy tale. Sign 2. Compliments with hidden meanings. In the budding stage of a relationship, if you notice mixed or conflicting signals from the other person, be cautious. It could be a sign of a covert narcissist employing intermittent reinforcement as a manipulation tactic. Specifically, they alternate between showing affection and care and then being cold or emotionally abusive. One day they might give you a flower and say sweet things, but the next day they ignore you, criticize you, or make you feel guilty. This erratic behavior keeps you in a constant state of unease and anxiety, not knowing which version of them is the real one. The purpose of this tactic is to create a trauma bond, making you emotionally dependent on them. You'll find yourself craving those moments of affection and will do whatever it takes to regain their attention, even at the cost of your self-respect and happiness. So, if you find yourself feeling confused or unsettled by someone's hot and cold behavior, especially in the early stages of a relationship, be on high alert. You might be dealing with a covert narcissist trying to manipulate you. You might also encounter half-hearted compliments which sound sweet at first, but are laced with sharp undertones, leaving you feeling uncomfortable or upset without understanding why. So it's easy of the subtle signs of a covert narcissist. They are masters at stabbing with words, hiding jealousy and resentment behind the guise of compliments. Why do they do this? Because covert narcissists constantly crave admiration and being the center of attention. They can't stand seeing others shine brighter than themselves, so they find subtle ways to bring people down. Their secret weapon is disguised compliments, which both flatter you and subtly plant seeds of doubt and insecurity in your mind. You begin to question yourself, your achievements, and gradually lose confidence. For example, when you excitedly tell your partner about your recent promotion, instead of sharing your joy and being proud of you, they might say, "I knew it, you've always been the best, but be careful of jealous people around you." On one hand, they acknowledge your abilities, but on the other, they sow negative thoughts in your mind, leaving you feeling anxious and unsettled. Or, take the story of an ex-husband complimenting his ex-wife's beauty while accidentally undermining her intelligence. It's not a sincere compliment, but a form of concept swap where they both elevate themselves and diminish others at the same time. True love has no room for jealousy or manipulation. It's built on respect, trust, and a genuine desire for your partner to shine. Always stay alert to these subtle tactics of covert narcissists, protect yourself, and strive to build healthy, genuine relationships. Sign 3. They love playing the victim. One of the favorite roles of a covert narcissist is playing the victim. They have a knack for turning normal situations into dramatic tragedies, always feeling like they've been treated unfairly, hurt by others, and constantly seeking sympathy and pity from those around them. For example, if you forget an anniversary, they won't simply be disappointed, but will turn it into a tragedy with a barrage of guilt-inducing questions like, "Do you even care about me? You probably don't love me anymore, do you? I'm always the one who has to endure everything." However, it's important to remember that not everyone who plays the victim is a narcissist. Many of us develop these defense mechanisms due to past trauma. They might genuinely feel hurt and in need of comfort, not necessarily trying to manipulate. So how can you tell the difference? Carefully observe their behavior over time. If they consistently play the victim in every situation, always blaming others and never reflecting on themselves, it could be a red flag. Also, pay attention to how they react when you try to set boundaries or express a different opinion. If they respond with attacks, threats, or attempts to make you feel guilty, it's likely you're dealing with a narcissist. If your partner frequently complains about an unfair boss, jealous colleagues, or backstabbing friends, but never reflects on their own behavior or tries to change the situation, it's a sign you might need to reassess the relationship. Imagine gently reminding your partner about their habit of not keeping promises. If they react with anger, accusing you of not trusting them, or start recounting the times they've kept promises in the past, be cautious. Sign 4. They always start arguments. The way someone communicates with you, especially during stressful or disagreeable moments, is like a mirror that reflects their true character. Pay attention to the words they use, their tone, attitude, and how they express emotions. In a healthy, secure relationship, respect and understanding are always prioritized, and there's no place for insults, belittlement, or yelling to intimidate. Covert narcissists, always hungry for control and manipulation, often turn words into weapons to punish you whenever you dare to resist or hold a different opinion. They activate the silent mode, ignoring you, or even disappearing for a while to make you anxious, fearful, and eventually beg for forgiveness, even when you've done nothing wrong. For example, during an argument, when you try to express your viewpoint, they might interrupt you with statements like, "You always think you're right," or "You never listen to me." Alternatively, they may suddenly go silent, walk away from the conversation, and not contact you for days. This leaves you confused, blaming yourself, and ultimately, you take the initiative to make amends and apologize just to save the relationship. Moreover, covert narcissists take pleasure in provoking arguments. They enjoy seeing you lose control and get upset. They know your weaknesses and exactly how to push your buttons to provoke you. When you fall into their trap, they quickly step out of the role of the instigator, transforming into the victim, and say things like, "Why are you treating me like this?" or "I'm really disappointed in you," making you question whether you're the one being unreasonable or destructive. The solution isn't to keep fighting but to stop. Stop trying to change those who cannot see your value, who do not respect you. It's a battle you will never win and will only leave you more hurt. Learn to accept that some people can't be changed and some relationships can't be saved. And that's perfectly okay. Don't blame yourself or feel like you've failed. Instead, focus your valuable energy on those who are deserving, on relationships that bring you joy and peace. Set healthy boundaries for yourself. Learn to say no to things that make you uncomfortable and protect yourself from harm. And always remember that you deserve love and respect. Don't settle for anything less. Sign 5. Enjoys criticizing others behind their backs. Pay close attention to how they speak about others when they aren't present, and you'll notice a disturbing pattern. They tend to quickly and ruthlessly put others down, often embellishing the story to highlight the failures of the person in question. Their words are usually highly critical, filled with judgment, displaying an inflated ego and a relentless need to be seen as superior to others. They may even reveal personal or private information without any regard for the feelings of those involved. Upon closer analysis, this behavior stems from the fragile ego of the covert narcissist. By disparaging others, they feel a sense of superiority, masking the deep insecurities they harbor. It also reflects their lack of empathy, as they are incapable of putting themselves in others' shoes to understand or share emotions. Additionally, gossiping serves as a cunning manipulation tactic, allowing them to control the perception of the listener while building an image of themselves as perfect. Be on guard. Covert narcissists are masters of acting and concealing their true nature. At first, they may bait you with seemingly innocent, caring comments, but gradually they will flip the switch and reveal their cruelty. If you notice that they can easily talk negatively about others to you, chances are they will do the same about you behind your back. Don't allow yourself to become their next prey. Sign 6. Lack of empathy. One of the most prominent traits and a major red flag when identifying a covert narcissist is their lack of empathy. They have no ability to understand or share the feelings of others because compassion requires them to step into someone else's worldview, to see things from another person's perspective, something they find utterly meaningless. To a covert narcissist, emotions are a waste of time, and naturally, your emotions hold no value in their eyes. If you long to build a healthy relationship, steer clear of those who lack empathy. A lack of empathy often equates to a lack of humility, a lack of genuine connection, and an inability to resolve conflicts respectfully. Don't fall into the illusion that your love can change them, or that you can save someone who isn't even aware of their own issues. And most importantly, remember that you don't need anyone else to feel complete. In reality, many of us, due to past traumas, have developed the false belief that we are undeserving of love. We easily fall into the cycle of toxic relationships, accepting distorted forms of love and seeking validation from outside sources. However, your self-worth does not lie in anyone else, it lies within you. Learn to love and appreciate yourself, heal those emotional wounds, and believe that you deserve happiness. Only then will you be able to recognize and cherish genuine, healthy affection. Sign 7. Trust your intuition. Instincts and intuition often send us subtle signals that are difficult for the rational mind to explain. In relationships, especially when you're just getting to know someone, if you feel that something isn't right about the other person, even if you can't pinpoint it exactly, trust your gut. Don't rush to ignore these feelings or feel guilty for thinking negatively about them. Instead, take it slow and steady, observe, and learn more about them. You may feel their charm is a bit over the top, as if they're trying too hard to impress. Or you might notice that their reactions in certain situations seem theatrical, unnatural, especially in scenarios that require empathy. Covert narcissists often struggle to display genuine empathy, so they tend to perform, and sometimes this performance comes off as insincere. For example, when you share something sad, they may react by hugging you and saying all the right comforting words, but their eyes and demeanor fail to convey real concern. Or conversely, they might respond in a cold, detached manner, making you feel like you're overreacting. Whatever the signs may be, don't ignore that inner voice. Our instincts are highly tuned to pick up on things our rational mind often overlooks. As someone once shared, trusting your intuition and your feelings is key. You need to listen to your inner self and not overthink. If something feels off, proceed with caution and observe further. This could be a red flag warning you about a potentially dangerous relationship. We've just explored 7 key signs to help identify covert narcissists, even in everyday conversations. Hopefully this knowledge will make you more aware in relationships, helping you recognize the red flags and protect yourself from unnecessary harm. Remember, you deserve relationships that are healthy, genuine, and respectful. Don't hesitate to set clear boundaries and always listen to your inner voice. If you feel that something isn't right, don't be afraid to walk away from the relationship. Stoicism teaches us that true happiness doesn't come from external factors, but from inner peace. Learn to love and value yourself, find joy in positive things, and build a life that is independent and meaningful. So thank you for watching this video. Please share it with your loved ones to spread positive messages and help build a healthier community. See you in the next video.